junkyard robots. We tend to break them. Each junkyard robot should be iconic. Hey, that's a robot. Use only on-hand, scrounge, and preferably recyclable materials. No purchases made for the junkyard robot. For example, duct tape cannot be purchased for the junkyard robot. But if it's on hand, it can be used. Come on, you don't buy something to throw it in the junkyard, right? Silly. Each junkyard robot needs an obvious directional aspect, an arrow or a pointing arm, etc. That can be manipulated to point left, right.
Keep going.
It's going. It's going so good.
Left, right, straight ahead, etc. Go that way. Or go the other way. Junkyard robots need to be 11 by 17 poster, provided it has been checked. It's a mini billboard. Each robot should be 2 by 2 by 5. Robot parts cannot be easily removable or cannot in any reasonable way pose danger to others. Wisdom, don't give your robot a sword. Just say. Have your team number visible. Robots should be easily immobile, light enough for 1 or 2 people to move. You'll be moving in. Think about it for a second. Robots should be stable, very hard to tip, and well built, or we'll break them easily. Robots should have curb appeal. You want them to draw a crowd. Last year, a spectator wanted to buy one for a garden. Cool, right? Any robot considered inappropriate will be removed from the competition and have its wrist slapped and bolt snapped. Robots to be checked in at the designated Junkyard Robot Coral by 10 a.m. Thursday morning, March 3rd, judging to follow. Throughout the robot needs to be registered by February 29th. Work can start anytime and continue until check-in.
Yeah, Jack. Spoken word. Rules and regulations on Junkyard Robot, Stronghold, First Robotics, 2016. Go Store.
Hey Jack, my bud.